I don't know if you guys remember me. I have a YouTube channel. Dude, why do all my intros start on the living toilet? It's 1:38 a.m. Today is gonna be literally insane. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but let me see. That motherfucker, brother, is the reason why I have to go back to Colorado. Yeah, so after having braces, I didn't wear my retainer exactly. I lost it. And then I had a new one molded to my teeth after my teeth had already split apart. So essentially my teeth decided to get divorced, right? And I'm like the kid who got stuck in between mommy and daddy's sloppy breakup. I have tried to move around like 5 times in between these last 5 clips, and the lighting is so terrible in this place that I can't. Okay, this actually has to be quick because I have a flight to catch. I'm leaving at 5:45. It's now like, I think it's like 4:45, so I get an hour. I gotta pack. I'm literally just gonna throw stuff in my bag and then I gotta shower, so I'm good. I almost missed my flight, guys, by a minute. But yeah, there's some unfinished business back at home. I gotta take care of other things. Primarily, yes, I do want to get my teeth fixed, close that gap. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to be in Colorado. I'm gonna catch up with some friends, film with some friends, hit some workouts. And guys, I was featured on Great Doucette and More Plates, More Dates for a Natty or Not this past like week. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day. It's kind of insane thinking that today I'll be in Colorado. I'm not gonna go to sleep. Once I get in Colorado, I'll probably crash for a couple hours. I did have a heavy leg workout tonight. I need to recover. I need to sleep before hitting another workout with my boys tonight. But yeah, keep you guys updated. The main goal is just to get to Colorado right now. I've missed numerous flights out of this place. Somehow I'm like cursed. So stay tuned. This is seriously gonna be a crazy video. It's always so nostalgic sleeping in this room. Nope, I had a good sleep last night. Slept in a little too late. But I was up for 24 hours prior to that, so I can't really blame myself. Good morning, Colorado! That's not going in.
We fell out of love like shooting stars, came crashing down, and we're building back up again now.
In terms of my body composition, obviously, I haven't drastically changed in like a month and a half. Last time I saw you guys, it was probably a month and a half, give or take. You know, it was my transformation last, so maybe even more, because I don't finally post like once a month. Yeah, but that's something that's going to change also, so I'm going to up my posting frequency, because I just have a ton of ideas lately, you know, and the passion too. That's a huge thing, guys, is I'll be honest with you and just be like, just be real. You know, I don't make a video unless I want to, and I think that's some of the reason why my channel does well. Even though, yeah, I only post once a month, but when I do post, I genuinely do try to make very good videos. But yeah, that was my physique. You know, I'm seriously actually pretty bloated because yesterday I ate like crap. I haven't had fast food in months, literal months, and I had it for the first time yesterday because I was in a race to get out. And I almost missed my flight, guys. I almost missed my flight by a minute. A fucking minute. The lady wouldn't let me on at first, but then she was like, you know what, just go ahead and just go. I was so relieved, but I got on, I got my teeth checked, and they prescribed me like a Invisalign type thing. So now it's gonna close that gap in my teeth, and my lower teeth have in fact got a little bit crooked. So they're a little too close, I guess, essentially what the guy was saying. He was using some terminology I didn't understand, but yeah, we're gonna fix my freaking teeth. I'm gonna be looking aesthetic. Now here's the exciting part of the video. I'm gonna hop in the shower, then we're gonna react to Coach Greg's video. Coach Greg. Normally I'd let the water run the whole time while I'm shaving, but because it's on video I gotta turn it off and on. Eco-friendly! Last time I came here and shaved, my dad's razors were so dull that I had to use a kitchen knife to shave. This thing is sharp as heck. I got pretty mad at him. I was like, why don't you keep any of your razors sharp? I literally can't shave my face. It must have got to him. Sometimes, guys, you have to knock people down to build them back up. See, now he probably has like an arsenal of new sharp shavers. You're Byron. Well, I highly doubt there's a more appropriate place to do this than the basement. There's been a plethora of memories created down here that I'll forever cherish, as well as things like this, man. Like, just like very nostalgic to me. These dumbbells right here, these have been here. My dad had these before I was even born, man. Okay, so Greg made a video, right? More Plates, More Dates actually made the first video. More Plates, More Dates made a video, and unfortunately I already watched that. Hence I'm not making the reaction. However, I do have to say, I love that video. Love Derek, love everything he does, love the essence of who he is, and he's extremely credible. That man has changed the industry. The information he offers is not only extremely valuable, but it's free. I will say, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I think his audience is a little toxic. He made the video about me. You guys might not be able to see that as well as I can because I had a video made about me, and his comment section ripped me apart. Truly, I don't think people really grasped. It's a hard word to say. I don't think people really grasped. I don't think people really grasped. What the fuck? I don't think people really grasped. Dude, I don't think people really fill in the blank the entirety of that video, you know? My transformation video, yes, it was a transformation, but the focal point and the thing I wanted to really emphasize was my transcendence as a human being, you know? The physique was great, that was awesome. It's been a journey physically alone, but I overcame a lot in those 2 years, man. But yeah, let's keep it lighthearted. Let's get into Greg Doucette's video, his take on it. This is going to be funny, man. Wow, this is going to be crazy. Okay, let's do it.
Hey, Dylan.
Who is walking up there?
Who's walking up there?
Okay, I'm going in.
Coach Greg, and today, another Natty or Not. This time on none other than Dylan McKnight.
Yes! You said my name. Oh my gosh, it's so weird, man. Wow, this is so weird, dude.
I had a tremendous number of requests asking, do a video on Dylan McKnight, is Natty or Not transformation. Is it possible? So many people wrote in, and I'm looking at his video and I'm like, why did so many write me this question? But then I read the pinned comment and
he read the pinned comment, my pinned comment on my transformation.
Here's why. Now remember, everyone send this to Greg, just like we talked about. If all goes according to plan and he makes a Natty or Not, we should be able to surpass 100,000 subs without lifting a finger. Ha ha ha, just kidding.
That top comment was obviously a joke. Like, I didn't expect him to make a Natty or Not. But I told Drew, as soon as I hit publish on that video, I was like, now we'll get Greg's attention. I said that and we both started busting up laughing because we knew it was true. I knew he'd make a Natty or Not, dude, and freaking here I am.
If you want to do a proper Natty or Not, you got to look back at their older photos. What kind of genetics do they have to start with? We all know it comes down to genetics. So he has a video, and I'm not surprised it has over 2 million views. It's because the transformation is so shocking. He goes from kind of a skinnier guy to a jack guy in a year. But is it in fact natural? When I first started weight training, I'm going to guess I was 125 pounds. Maybe even less looking at the footage.
Yeah, so I'm going to clarify that. I should definitely change that. That's not right. I think I was like 130, 135. I believe I was like 5'9", and obviously from the pictures you can see I was very skinny. I wasn't always that skinny. I actually had a little bit of muscle, and then I lost weight because I got hurt training flips. I used to do a lot of trampoline work and stuff like that and compete. I could not do anything physically like tasking, so yeah, I sprained both my knees and I fell into video games, so I lost a lot of weight, shriveled up.
Today, I'm 185 at 5'11". That's 60 pounds in a year. Do I think that's possible natural? Well, if it's muscle, the answer is absolutely not. And even with PDs, it's very doubtful you're going to put on 60 pounds of muscle. But did he in fact put on the 60 pounds? And did he in fact put on 60 pounds of muscle? Back double bicep, there's muscle popping everywhere. This is a guy who hasn't lifted weights.
Yeah.
This is a very impressive physique for a kid his age without having touched weights. If he had been training for 5 years and looked like this, I'd say, well, his genetics are about average. But this is a clean slate. This is a body that isn't used to training with weights. Newbie gains are about to be had, so you can expect him to make more gains. He's carrying very low body fat levels.
You said an important thing there too, newbie gains. So I did not take advantage of newbie gains. I trained entirely improperly. Well, I guess when you first start training, dude, you can can literally walk into a gym and freaking make gains. But obviously I experienced a lot of growth. I trained hard, man. I trained very hard. I was doing 2 days in the beginning because I was so obsessed with it. You know, I grew like a weed. Obviously, like as he was referring to, it's not all muscle. It's a lot of fat, as he'll probably go over. That's something with my friends who are recently have been getting into lifting and asking for advice. I make sure that they're training properly and are doing exactly what they need to do to get the most out of their first year of training. So really focus those heavy compound movements, your squat, bench, and deadlift.
So he just built a home gym and he's pounding the chest, and frankly his physique looks even more impressive here than it was when he took his shirt off and he flexed for the first.
I had been doing 200 pull-ups a day. I actually did a video on that on my channel a long time ago when I didn't really have much of a following. 200 pull-ups a day, even now, I'd probably get results from that. I was doing push-ups and stuff too. My chest was genetically... I have some good chest genetics, I will say that.
This guy is very good genetics. You're gonna argue with me, does he not look very impressive for a high school kid that hasn't been working out? And he says he's 5'11" and 125 pounds. This is
yeah, so I like I said, I was like 5'9". I grew maybe an inch or a little more. I'm like 5'10" and 3/4 right now, I believe.
Shocking to me. This does not seem to be 125.
Wasn't that 125 pounds there? I was right there. I had been eating a little more than normal, not quite into the bulk yet. I was probably like 140 there.
I don't believe that he's actually 125 pounds, so I know it's a natty or not, but I feel it should be a what does he weigh or not. He doesn't weigh only 125 pounds. There's no way this kid is 125 pounds at 5'11" looking like this. Just look at him punching the chest. You think this is 125 pounds? 5'11"? Oftentimes what people do is they exaggerate the before and after. They make it seem like a much more impressive transformation than it really is.
They do, and even mine is highly exaggerated. When I posted my 1 year, that was literally the best angles possible in that video. I got the best angles out of it and put together the best video that I could, given my physique at the time. But guys, understand this, mine as well as everybody else's in the industry, all their transformations, always going to be exaggerated. They're always going to show their worst of the worst to the best of the best. So just understand that.
And he's doing chin-ups with ease. I mean, frankly, I think he could beat me in a chin-up contest, and he hasn't even practiced yet. This is a guy with extremely good genetics. I think he's actually at 10% body fat. I think I might have predicted his body.
Right there, I was lean. I had gotten into training, and like I said, I wasn't eating for the appropriate amount that I was training, so I was just getting more shredded.
His genetics are actually better than I first thought. This is amazing. And he's training and he's putting on the pounds and he's writing, and I failed a lot. Well, that's what happens when you train to failure.
So
but
funny,
notice he's getting a little puffy.
Yes, getting a little puffy, keyword there. Lots of water retention, eating way too many carbs, and just getting a little husky at this point.
He's gaining body fat, and obviously he's going to look a lot bigger. And with the added carbs comes added glycogen. Yes. When you go in bulk, you not only gain muscle, you gain...
I was seeping glycogen at this point. I mean, I literally looked like a... Dude, I was just carrying so much water. I don't know how to describe it. I was a freaking camel. I literally had so much water retention. I was on creatine at this point too. Oh, it's a moron looking back.
I don't see a 60-pound change anyway. Maybe 40 pounds, and probably half of that was body fat. Just
probably a quarter of that was water.
He looks like a different person. His face is changing. He's gained so much fat. He doesn't look the same anymore. This is what I see. This is a guy that was skinny.
Guys, he said I didn't look the same anymore. No, I did not. I literally went to a family gathering, like a family reunion, you know. And my aunt, who I am close with, I am very close with, she asked her daughters upon seeing me, "Who's that?" And it was me. She didn't recognize me after, no kidding, like a year.
He's eating more, he's training harder than the last time. This is what you should expect. So in the after, I'd put him at about 25% body fat. That means he's increased his body fat by 15%. 25 pounds of that weight gain was fat. I think he's exaggerating in the fact that he's only 185 in the before. And so if he had only gained muscle, he might have gained 25 pounds.
So he's pretty set on he doesn't believe it was a 60-pound increase. It was a 60-pound increase. Why it was is because obviously, as I was saying, I wasn't 125 to begin with. I do believe I was 130, 135. But here's what happened, guys. I did not show my worst of the worst, like I said. I had actually jumped up to 190, almost 195 pounds at my biggest. I remember thinking in my head, I look like crap, dude. I gotta at least like lose a little bit of fat, you know, because I was just obsessed. At this point in time, I was just so obsessed with gaining weight and accumulating mass that I totally just disregarded the aesthetics and the whole point of what I set out to achieve. So if we start at like 135, you can see where I got the 60 pounds. I guess that was not shown at all. Obviously, Greg wouldn't know that. He would not have the information to know that I was also 5'9" and almost made my way up to 5'11".
So let's watch his next video where we can see what kind of weight loss has he done since then. What shape is he in? It's another year's gone by. And just look at the athleticism of this guy. I mean, I could see he has great genetics to build muscle, but you don't know if he's actually an athlete. But anyone that can jump on a trampoline and flip like this, he's got some good genetics.
Everybody told me he was going to do this. Like, when he saw that clip of me bouncing on the trampoline, look, he's a supreme athlete. And he mentioned something about sports. I will say, athletically, I do have a very vast background. I've done every sport you can literally imagine. I'm not even going to list them. And I did excel at most of them. Running, like cross country and track specifically. Placed first in several cross country races. A very good arm most of my life. Had great swing too in baseball. But I had wheels and I had an arm.
And doing double backflips and stuff is not easy. You're eventually going to get hurt. Trust me. I've done a lot of flips in my years. I was a power cheerleader when I was younger. We did a lot of gymnastic stuff.
He was a gymnast. That's awesome. I was too. Yeah, I did legitimate gymnastics, but then ventured off into the flipping, as you'll see. Ow, this bar is fucking my back.
And another thing I'm noticing is he potentially may have been under eating when he was younger. So,
yes, he hits the nail on the head every time. I was under eating substantially. I thought I was fat in these skinny pictures. I thought I was fat, dude. I think I was so afraid of getting fat. I just had a really misunderstanding of what being fat and being obese was. I was so young too. I didn't even care about that.
One of the pictures, he looked extremely skinny. So if he was in fact under eating, that would mean he's actually holding back his genetics. So as good as his genetics showed through.
I think I even stunted my growth. My biological father is 6'5".
And I must say, this video is well done. I mean, you see the before and you see the after right there. This is 2.5 year transformation. A lot of it was done while bulking. And he settled at somewhere in the middle, 15% body fat. I believe very healthy level of body fat. So I believe he's now found...
I said 17. I was like, what?
I believe he's now found his sweet spot. The spot at which he feels comfortable in his own skin.
I do. Yeah. I like that he says comfortable because I feel very healthy. You know, I feel like my body's functioning better than it really ever has. You know, when I was really big, I'm not going to call myself fat because that's not really fair to people who are obese, but I had a little bit of extra weight, you know. I felt good, like I had energy because from all the food I was eating, but I felt lethargic. I just didn't feel, I felt sluggish.
Happy with his size. He doesn't feel skinny anymore. He's not fat either. He's exactly where he should be. Yeah. So good for him. Good for Dylan.
Yes, I love when he says my name.
I mean, this is a perfect story. He's gained a significant amount of muscle. Yes, I get it. It doesn't look natural, but consider he has amazing genetics. He was under eating before. He just started training, had newbie gains, and this is 2.
That's actually interesting that he keeps bringing that up, that I have amazing genetics. I do agree with him. I think I have better genetics than most. I like that he says, as soon as I started eating and training, that's when it blew up. Because obviously the training does that, but it's an entirely new stimulus to my body to go from under eating to overeating. So I just grew like a weed from not training to training, from not eating to eating.
He set a goal and he achieved it, and I hope he continues and I hope he stays natural. I'd like to see this guy's progress in the future. Hopefully you subscribe to his channel, check him out.
Oh, with the shout out, bro. Yeah, so I do intend to stay natural. If I do take something, you guys will be the first to know. If I were to take something, I'd hopefully be looking to compete. You know, I don't really want, I'm not saying people are tools if they like take stuff and they don't compete. Everybody has their own reasons. I just feel like mine would be if I was doing something on maybe the same level or playing as competing.
Follow his journey. I mean, every year he's going to get better and better. He's only a young guy. He's got several years of growth to do. Let's see what he looks like in 5 years. Let's hope he stays natural. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette.
Whoa, he's plugging. We can't let him do that. You just kind of have to let that digest, man. It's very weird. It's very surreal seeing me on Greg's channel and talk about me exclusively. It's very cool. Greg got it right. More plates, more dates got it right. They both said I was natural. Both concluded that I was not enhanced, and they are right. When I was 16, I saw this, man. I literally saw this. I grew up watching Philion's Natty or Not, you know, like on David Lade. I believe he did one on like Ryan Casey. That's how I was introduced to everyone. And those videos were unbelievably viral at the time. When I was watching those, I would always like victimize myself, and I'd kind of put myself in the position of the person who was on trial for being natty or not, and I'd be like, okay, how, if I was in that seat, how would I respond, and how would I try to convince people I wasn't unnatural on steroids? And I would literally roleplay like in the shower. I'd be like, I'd act out my whole little thing, you know? But here's the craziest thing. I swear on my life, I knew I'd be in these videos one day, and I knew I'd have the eyes on me. And you know, I guess how I responded was substantially different than as I did as a 16-year-old. But nonetheless, I made it to where I thought I would. I made it to exactly where I thought I would. And now I'm going to surpass it. That's the craziest thing, guys. It's all been like dream to reality with nearly not a fragment missing. There's been some, I feel that there's been some hype surrounding my name in the industry lately. I can seriously feel the pressure. And I'll tell you, man, I'm gonna meet those expectations, and not only that, I'm gonna exceed them. I swear to you, man, I freaking promise you that. All right, guys, so stop by GNC. We got this. It's Ultranox. The old lady in there, she busted my balls, huh?
Yeah.
She was like trying to hustle me and like getting some crap.
She was talking your ear off.
You were browsing, yeah.
I had time to look around, browse a little bit, get some.
She taxed me too for a charity in there. She upped me like 26 cents.
You got the barrel distortion going.
Good. Keep me on like the right side, very right side, so it like elongates my arm.
Got it.
It's not going right.
No, I got it.
But this is a pump product we're gonna use for today's workout. I've never taken anything aside from citrulline alone, so this will be interesting. There's some agmatine in there, citrulline, nitrous, I don't know what the heck this stuff is, but it packs a punch. Oh. Force should do the trick. Casual from walking around. We gotta learn how to be more like Sush.
If someone said 3 years from now, you'd be long gonna stand up and punch them now, 'cause they're all wrong. I know better, 'cause you said forever and never.
Let's go.
You got it. You got it so good. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Let's go! any makeup that could conceal these zits of mine?
Probably.
Holy spongy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
If someone said 3 years from now, you'd be long gonna stand up and punch them now. 'Cause they're all wrong. I know better. 'Cause you said forever and ever. Who knows?
Why don't you want to be in the video?
Cause like last time I was in one of your videos, the one with like we were building the home gym, there was all those gross comments. It made me really uncomfortable.
You guys keep your mouth shut in the comment section.
Better. 'Cause you said forever and ever. Who knows?
I gotta be quiet, people are sleeping, but if you stayed till the end of the video, 2 things. Why? And thank you so freaking much, man. As mentioned earlier, I only pop in on YouTube every so often, probably once a month. It means the world that you guys keep returning and keep watching the vids. So, comments help the algorithm substantially. In my last video, one of the most important videos on my channel yet, my 2-year transformation, it got some heavy algorithm suppression, so it would help a lot if you guys could help boost this video up, make a comment or something. If you don't know what to comment, just say thanks, Ella. That's my little sister's name. She literally stayed up till 2 a.m., bro, to help me film that, so just so I can get this video out on Sunday for you guys. Nonetheless, I think it was a good video. Did you guys like that hard style too? Let me know. I've been watching Sush. I've been kind of addicted to his videos, and I love the freaking hard style, man, so don't exactly have the same style as Sush, but I've gotten into Tevez like crazy. So, thank you guys for watching once again. Hit me up on Instagram with a follow up, and I'll see you guys next video.
So before I start, okay, make sure you guys subscribe, right? I mean, it's only the right thing to do.
This guy again.
Lots of ways to do it. You don't subscribe, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
Oh no,
Subscribe.
she's following him doing my set.
Subscribe, I ain't making